I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 51st annual Passover.
Yo, this is crazy, yo. We in the arena. Okay, I can't explain to you the level that is. This place is going to be packed with the children of the Lord shouting in one word and one name to them all.
On Thursday, April 9th, 2020 at sundown, we're going to be holding the Lord's 51st annual Passover.
I ain't a people pleaser. I don't like people either. I don't care if your Naza Jigga ain't wanna meet you. Just give me my mother.
We're going to be located at the Westchester County Center, 198 Central Ave, White Plains, New York, 10606. $100 for all adults 17 and over. Kids are for free. Start sending in your funds today. For booking information, check us out on the I.S.U.P.K 51st Annual Passover Facebook page. More updates will be available soon. Last but not least, Israel, Commandant General Yohanna will be accepting the men willing to stand for the Hebrew Academy 2021. The Lord's 51st Annual Passover.
Yes, Shalom. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohanna. We have been teaching the truth according to this Bible since 1969. Alright, we are teaching today that the so-called black man, Native Indian man, and Hispanic man are of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Alright, our people, the so-called black man, the so-called West Indian man, woman, and child have been deceived by the Christian church. The so-called white man have influenced our leaders and our preachers.
That's right.
All right. The so-called black man have put down something that belongs to him, which is this Bible.
That's right.
This Bible is the records of the so-called black man.
That's right.
All right. Give me Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. Because our people have turned away from the laws of the Most High. Right. And it is recorded in this Bible what the so-called black man ought to do to rebuild, to reconstruct his family, his community, and his nation.
Right.
Read.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law,
book of the law, read on,
shall not depart out of thy mouth.
This book of the law, this scripture, these scriptures are not supposed to depart from the mouth of the black man, the Native Indian man, and the Hispanic man. Contrary to your Christian pastor that teaches you, you're not supposed to obey the laws of God because they are done away with. That is not according to the scriptures.
That's right.
All right, read on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Thou shalt do what?
Meditate therein day and night.
Thou shalt meditate day and night. Because the Most High said, He have chosen Israel, which is the so-called black man. He have chosen us to be a separate people.
That's right.
A holy people.
That's right.
Unto himself.
That's right.
All right. This Bible does not belong to all races of people.
That's right.
This Bible belongs to the so-called black man.
That's right.
This Bible is the inheritance. This Bible is the records of the black man. All right. And we're going to use this Bible today to make you understand that you ought to read this Bible to rebel your family.
That's right.
To rebel your community.
That's right.
To eliminate the crime in John.
That's right.
To eliminate the crime in Silots.
That's right.
To eliminate the crime in Labroy.
That's right.
These are the records that you ought to follow.
That's right.
So now you will not go and take your neighbor's wife.
That's right.
You will stop eating pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp.
That's right.
That has you in the hospital. All right? The so-called black man must follow these laws.
That's right.
You will learn to love your brothers yourself.
That's right.
All right? Read on.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Read on.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Read on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Day and night. Read on.
That thou may observe to do according to all that is written therein.
The so-called black man must do according to all that is written in this book.
That's
the Christian church teaches our people, okay, we will follow the 10 commandments. There are more than 10 commandments in this Bible.
That's right.
A man shall not lie with a man. It's
That's
not
right.
in the 10 commandments.
That's right.
Love your neighbor as yourself. It's not in the 10 commandments.
That's right.
And we must understand to obey the entire book of the law. These are the words of the Most High Power.
right.
All right, read on.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
For then, if the so-called black man, Native Indian man, and Hispanic man follow this book of the law, that is how we are going to make our way a place of success.
That's right. That's
Now we want to have a high standard of morality within
right.
the black communities. We're going to remove ourselves from poverty. All these business places in the towns, who owns all these businesses? These Christian pastors come and they teach you all the rubbish and take your money.
That's right.
Your job, so-called black man, is to teach your family to follow the laws of the Most High Power.
That's right. That's
Read on.
And then thou shalt have good success.
Read on.
Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid.
Be strong, black man. Be of good courage, black man. Be not afraid, black man. Your job, black man, is to follow this law.
That's right.
Your job is not to walk around here and the Christian pastor influences you not to follow the laws of God, to disobey the laws of God, to walk away from your culture, to separate from your people and follow hidden customs. We celebrating Christmas. We celebrating Easter. We celebrating Diwali too. Those are not the commandments that we ought to follow.
That's right. That's
Our
right.
job is to follow what the Most High have dictated that we must follow.
Right.
Right? Yes, Passover in the Bible. We ought to follow Passover.
Right.
We ought to follow Purim. We ought to follow the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So,
Right.
black man, learn of your culture. Learn of your people. And you are not Africans.
That's right.
We came across here in slavery and we have all learned that we are Africans. We are not Africans.
right.
Even in Africa, they don't call themselves Africans. They know their history.
Right.
They know they're from Nigeria. They know they're from South Africa, the Canaanites. They know who they are.
Right.
They know they're from the Congo. Wake up, black man. Wake up and open your Bible. Because this Bible I've said here, Revelations 1 and 3. Blessed is the man that readeth out of this book of the prophecy.
Right.
Because the time is at hand. When you look at the news today, what you're seeing? You're seeing they're preparing for World War III, black man.
Right.
Wake up,
Right.
black man, and prepare yourself. What is our deliverance from World War III? Our King Yahweh, that you all know as Christ.
That's right.
That is our deliverance.
Right.
And how are we going to get that deliverance? We must work at our highest standard of morality.
That's right.
We must learn to love our brother as ourselves.
Right.
And we love to say, love our neighbor. But who is your neighbor, black man? Is the Chinese man your neighbor? Is the East Indian man your neighbor? Is the white man your neighbor, black man? This law belongs to you.
That's right.
To teach you, black man,
That's
how
right.
you ought to treat your people.
That's right.
Learn to love your people first, black man.
That's right.
Before you love anyone else. That is your duty.
That's right.
That is your responsibility, black man, to love your wife.
Right.
As the scripture said, even as Christ loved the church.
Right. That's right.
So your job, black man, is to correct your wife when she's going off, when she's going wrong. Be that man. Teach her the word of the Most High.
That's right.
All right? Read on.
Neither be thou dismayed,
Be not dismayed, black man. Read on.
for the Lord thy God is with thee wheresoever thou goest.
Because, black man, the Christian pastors have taught you lies. Year upon year upon year. They have taught you things that are not according to the Bible, so-called black man.
Right.
And you need to wake up and learn and understand that these things that are taught in the churches does not belong to the so-called black man.
That's right.
These things that are taught in the Christian churches destroy the black man.
That's right.
These things taught in the Christian churches separate the families of the so-called black man, Native Indian man, and Hispanic man.
That's right.
In the churches, they marry homosexuals.
That's right.
Lesbians thrive in the Christian church.
That's right.
You need to wake up, black man.
Right.
You learn to eat pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp in the Christian church. That destroys your temple. That gives you gout. That gives you cataract. That gives you glaucoma. That gives you sugar. Destroys your pancreas, black man.
Right.
Learn of the Most High.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 8. The priest said not, where is the Lord?
the so-called Christian leaders, this is what they have said within themselves. This is what they have not said. Read from the top again.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 8. The priest said, not, where is the Lord?
So the priests, your priests in the Christian church have not said, where is the Lord? Just as in the prophets of old, under the prophet Jeremiah, prophesying against them, they have not said, where is the Lord? Because your Christian pastor does not care about the Most High. You know?
And they that handle the law knew me not.
And those that handle the law, those that read the Bible in the Christian church, do not know who is the Most High. And we're going to prove to you that your Christian pastor does not know God. We're going to prove to you today that your Christian pastor hates God. We're going to prove to you today that your imam does not know the Most High. It is high time that the so-called black man faces the truth. It is high time that the so-called black man starts to read his Bible. It is high time that the so-called black man stop being led away. Stop being led astray, so-called black man, and know who you are.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 4.
And as we read the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 4, this is going to show you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, that your Christian leaders are liars, according to the Bible, according to the words of God. Read from the top.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 4. He that said, I know him.
So your Christian pastor says that he knows God. He swears that he has a personal relationship with the Most High Power. And we're going to show you that your Christian pastor today is a liar.
That's right.
We're going to show you that Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, Pastor Coffee, Sister Gemma, all these pastors are liars.
That's right.
According to God.
Right. He that said, I know him, and keep not his commandments, is a liar.
Read it again.
He that said, I know him.
So your Christian pastor that says he knows God, read on.
And keepeth not his
And he
commandments,
does not keep the commandments of God. What God says about him?
is a liar.
God says your Christian pastor is a liar.
That's right.
Because he keeps not the laws of the Most High God.
Right. And the truth is not in him.
And your Christian leader has no truth in him. Because if he loves God, and if your Christian pastor knows God, he is going to obey the laws of the Most High Power.
That's right.
Chapter 5 and verse 17. Christ came on the earth, and he laid the foundation that the so-called black man will no longer be confused. The New Testament is a book that is going to give counsel to the so-called black man. After you read the Old Testament, Christ now is making you able to further understand the laws of the Old Testament. Right. And now we're going to read Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Let us hear what our King, let us hear what Christ has to say about the laws of God. Right. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
So Christ is saying, do not think, so-called black man, do not think, so-called Native Indian man and Hispanic man, that I have come to destroy the law, neither anything that these prophets have spoken. Read on.
I am not come to destroy.
He did not come to destroy the law, to change the law. Read on.
But to fulfill.
But to fulfill the law. And how of Christ should fulfill this law? By giving us the proper understanding of the laws according to this Bible.
That's right.
Read on.
For verily I say unto you.
For verily, verily, Christ is saying to you, so-called black man, read on.
Till heaven and earth pass.
Right, read on.
One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law.
So heaven is still here. The heavens are still here. And the earth is still here.
Right.
And he said, in no wise, in no way, one jot or one tittle from the law is going to pass away till all be fulfilled. Till the children of Israel is in the kingdom again. All have not been fulfilled.
Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
And this is your Christian pastor. He whosoever breaks one of these least commandments, read on.
And shall teach men so.
And shall teach you, so-called black man, not to follow the laws of God. Let's hear what's going to happen to them. Read on.
He shall be called least in the kingdom.
What shall he be called?
Least in the kingdom.
Your Christian pastor is going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven because he does not follow the laws of God.
Right. That's right.
And that is what the so-called black man must understand today.
Right.
It is high time, black man. Let us learn of our culture. Let us learn of our people. Learn to love your people, black man.
Right.
Learn to love your culture, and your culture is found in the Bible.
Right.
And you want to learn this Bible? Get into the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General Yahanna, black man.
Right.
And here you will learn of your laws, you will learn of your ways, and you're going to learn of your God, so-called
Right.
black man.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 21. For the pastors have become brutish.
The pastors have become what?
Brutish.
The pastors have become brutish. Your Christian pastors are brutish. They are animals. They have no conscience and no care for the people. There was a pastor just the other day. He have $30-something million rest down in his church. And look at Silots. Look at John.
Right.
Look at Lavantel. Look at the Congo. And you have $30-something million put down in your church.
Right.
And saying, the money still there. The money still there. The people's money is to build the communities.
Right.
When they come into your community must be the best community.
That's right.
That is what the Christian leaders ought to do.
Right.
But they are greedy. We're going to show you, so-called black man, the attitude of your Christian pastor. We're going to show you, so-called black man, the psychology your Christian pastor uses on you.
Right.
Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 23 and verse 24. Ye blind guides, which strain at a nut, and swallow a whole camel. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you so-called Christian leaders. Read on.
Hypocrites,
You are hypocrites.
for ye make clean the outside of the cup.
And that is you, so-called Christian pastor.
Right.
You clean on your outside. You appear to be a righteous man. You wear suits and you wear ties and you drive nice cars. But read on.
And of the platter,
Outside of the platter, read on.
but within they are full of extortion and excess.
Inside of these Christian leaders,
Right.
they are full of extortion and excess. Look at the Christian leader the other day, full of extortion, gathering and hoarding the money of the church, and they are full of excess. These so-called Christian leaders does nothing to help the black communities.
Right.
They live next to the black communities, and the black communities are in a dilapidated condition
Right.
because they themselves do not know of the Most High.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 21. For the pastors have become brutish and have not sought the Lord.
And your Christian leader, they have not sought the Lord.
Right.
If your Christian leader have sought the Lord, they would have been following the laws, commandments, and statutes
Right.
according to the words of Christ.
Right.
You know?
Therefore, they shall not prosper.
Therefore what?
They shall not prosper.
Your Christian leaders will not prosper. Look at what happened to Eddie Long. Eddie Long got AIDS and died.
Right.
Look at what happened to Miles Monroe. His whole family crashed in a plane.
Right.
Look at what happened to this Christian pastor. He locked up persons in small cells, saying he having a home, and having black people in cages.
Right.
Right now he is facing the courthouse.
That's right.
The other pastor with 30 million, he is facing jail time. Wake up, so-called black man. You know?
And all their flocks shall be scattered.
And all their flocks, they shall be scattered.
Right.
Because all these persons in this Christian church, they're going to leave from this church, and they're going to scatter, and they're going to go into another church. But the Most High said that it is him that is going to do that. Wake up, so-called black man. Wake up, Hispanic man and Native Indian man, and know who your God is. It is high time, black man. High time, black man. Wake up and understand who you are.
Right.
Learn to serve your God. Learn to love your people, black man.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 22 and verse 22. The wind shall eat up all thy pastors.
Read it again.
The wind shall eat up all thy pastors.
And the scriptures are saying, so-called black man, that the wind is going to eat up all your pastors. These are the words of the Most High. Your pastors have said and have told enough lies.
Right.
Read it again.
The wind shall eat up all thy pastors.
The wind is going to eat your pastors.
That's right.
So the real priests and prophets of the Lord will be revealed. Read on.
That's right. And thy lovers shall go into captivity.
Read that. Read on.
Surely then shalt thou be ashamed and confounded.
Surely then, your Christian leaders is going to continually be ashamed and continually be confounded because they have gone against the Most High power.
That's right. For all thy wickedness.
For all the wickedness that these Christian leaders have done to the so-called black man, Native Indian man, and Hispanic man through white supremacy. Because so-called black man, you have to understand that you have a job. Your first job, black man, is to gather with your people. That is a command given to us by the Most High. We ought to gather together. These are the words of the Most High. All right, read.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
To what?
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together, so-called black man. Gather yourselves together. Read on.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather together, black man. You are the nation that is not desired on the face of the earth, black man.
That's right.
Gather together with your people. Learn to love your people.
That's right.
Learn to love your neighbor.
Right.
Stop killing and shooting your brother, black man.
That's right.
And the first place you can learn to do that is in the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA.
Right.
The first way you can do that is to read of these scriptures. That is going to give you laws, that is going to give you rules, that is going to give you orders that you ought to follow.
Right.
Subject yourself to this word, so-called black man. Read on.
Right. Before the decree bring forth.
Before the decree, before World War III comes into full effect, black man, the Most High is saying, gather together. Learn to love your people, so-called black man, and build a kingdom, build a nation, build a family, so that we can rule this planet once again under our King Yahawashi.
I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 51st annual Passover.
Yo, this is crazy, yo. We in the arena. Okay, I can't explain to you the level that is. This place is going to be packed with the children of the Lord shouting in one word and one name to them all.
On Thursday, April 9th, 2020 at sundown, we're going to be holding the Lord's 51st annual Passover.
I ain't a people pleaser. I don't like people either. I don't care if your Naza Jigga ain't wanna meet you. Just give me my mother.
We're going to be located at the Westchester County Center, 198 Central Ave, White Plains, New York, 10606. $100 for all adults 17 and over. Kids are for free. Start sending in your funds today. For booking information, check us out on the I.S.U.P.K 51st Annual Passover Facebook page. More updates will be available soon. Last but not least, Israel, Commandant General YAHANNA will be accepting the men willing to stand for the Hebrew Academy 2021. The Lord's 51st Annual Passover.